2022, and we are live inside the FingerLakes1.com studio, where I'm joined by Jim Sinicropi, Katherine Chase, because it is Wine Wednesday already in May, and we have a special guest, Josh Kessler, who is the new winemaker of Swedish Hill and Goose Wineries. We have a lot of fun, exciting things to talk about that I can't wait to be special on. Today's show is brought to you by Cicino's Pizzeria and Restaurant. Did you know that you can become a VIP at a pizzeria and restaurant? You can stay up to date with everything Cicino's by joining our VIP Members Club. You can get VIP updates on special events, menu items, menu reviews, and more. And I just remembered that it is Memorial Day weekend coming up, which means Saturday at 4 p.m. is the annual pizza eating contest put on by Cicino's. So if you feel like you can eat a lot of pizza, I would give them a call.
Well, yeah, it's part of Celebrate Commemorating Waterloo, which is gigantic. They're back in full force.
Yeah.
It's if you get a chance to go to Waterloo this weekend, I highly recommend it.
Yes, birthplace of Memorial Day, right?
Yep.
156th consecutive Memorial Day observance, they say, on May 30th, 2022. But I am happy to welcome you to the studios for the first time.
Thank you so much. I'm very happy to be here.
Good, I'm glad. And you are the newest winemaker for Swedish Hill and Goose Watch. How's that going?
It's going great. It's very busy. We're right in the middle of our bottling season right now, so it's been busy, but it's been great. I really like it there. Zach, who's the other winemaker, we're getting along really well. We work well together, and Dave's a great owner, person to work for. And Swedish Hill and Goose Watch and Penguin Bay, the brands are very well known around the Finger Lakes, so I'm very happy to be working here.
Absolutely.
For sure. How long have you been working?
So almost a year. I started like the second week of July in 2021. So this is my first full vintage as a winemaker.
Oh, that's exciting. Yes. And what were your goals when you were a kid? Did you want to be a winemaker growing up?
No, I had, I mean, my wine has always been a big part of my family's life. My dad collects wine, so he would always drink wine at the dinner table with my mom. And, you know, I really didn't foresee myself going into that business until I came into this area. So I graduated from Hobart and William Smith colleges in 2017. And after graduation, I was classic, what am I going to do with my life? I had no idea. I was in the sciences. I got a degree in biology, so I thought maybe the healthcare field was my initial inkling. But after working at Fox Run in the tasting room, and then deciding to stick around and work with Peter as an intern for one summer, I just completely fell in love. I caught the wine bug, as you could say, and the rest is history. I've been here and making wine ever since.
What is it about it that appealed to you most back then? You know, what aspect?
The aspect that there was, to me, winemaking is the perfect definition of a craft. It's a mix of art and science, and I like to be creative, and I like the sciences. So to me, it was a perfect match.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. I mean, I don't know if you come up with another discipline that's more of a combination of art and science to produce, you know, unlimited varieties and results. It's great.
Mm-hmm.
Especially as soon as he said biology, I was like, oh, that makes sense. You're getting to mix concoctions and come up with something now for everybody to enjoy, which is super exciting.
I think probably my favorite part about being a winemaker is I get to make something and I get to share it with everyone. And everyone can try what I've made. So
you're still in the health field because it's for our mental health.
There you go.
Supplying us with wine.
I would say for your physical health too, right? They say drinking
one glass of red wine a day, sure.
Wine. Yeah.
So there you go.
And you're lucky you get to now know more about Katherine Chase and all the amazing things she does for the wineries.
Yes.
Is she easy to work with?
Yes, definitely. I mean, I haven't worked with her long.
We just met yesterday.
Oh, in person?
Yes.
You've definitely talked before this, right?
Yeah, no, we met for the first time yesterday.
Yeah.
When did you move into the office?
January.
Okay,
Yeah,
so I was
I'm
still
newer.
relatively new as well there.
Oh yeah, because you moved offices.
Yeah,
I
he's
don't know.
busy bottling wine and making wine. You know,
Yeah.
it's fine. But, you know, his story is so interesting because I think Hobart puts something in the water because his story is so similar to other winemakers in the region where they went to Hobart for something completely different
Right.
worked at a winery, and then boom, now they're making wine.
I like
which
it,
is
the
great.
wine
They're
club.
converting people for
And
us.
it's keeping local, students local,
Yeah.
which is great. But we get to taste a couple wines that aren't available to the public yet,
Nope.
but will be this weekend.
Yes.
So
This
very
weekend.
exciting, very
Of course,
exciting.
you know how many times we're like, oh my God, I'm so special. I get
Yeah.
to be the first one to try this. So we definitely want to dive into that and have you tell us a little bit more about what we're going to be trying. Yay.
Absolutely. So yes, this weekend at Goose Watch, we are going to be releasing our 2017 Lemberger and our 2021 Viognier Pet-Nat. Both are pretty special. I worked, I feel like, especially hard on the Pet-Nat because at least I was here. I was able to
Right.
make the wine. The Lemberger, I was not here. I was making wine, but not. I was at Fox Run at that point. But yeah, these are both showing really well. The 2017 Lemberger has some nice age on it, and 2017. I don't know if you remember, was a pretty good vintage.
Yes.
There was a lot of, it was a big harvest. It was a big crop because we had nice middle rains, like between the months of June and July were very wet, but August and September were pretty dry, so the fruit didn't get too wet in that kind of
That's
crucial harvest point.
Right.
So we got a big quantity of very, very good juice.
And I really think, again, that I'm not a sommelier or anything, but the Finger Lakes Reds from 2017 were better than ever. It was almost like the first time you realized that, yeah, the Finger Lakes can produce world-class red wines as well as the Rieslings. So yeah, when I saw 2017 Lemberger, and it's debuting this weekend, so you guys have been sitting on that for a while.
Yes, and intentionally, unintentionally, I'm not sure. You'll have to ask Dave about that. But I know what we do produce a lot of wine. We're one of the bigger wineries in the area. We do upwards of 200-ton processing, around 60,000.
Between the two wineries and Penguin Bay?
So that is all inclusive,
Yeah.
including all three wineries and some custom client stuff
Yeah,
as well.
they're the biggest producer on Cayuga Lake.
Wow.
Yeah.
And Goose Watch is known, I feel like, to produce different stuff. Not
Yes.
they do have your basics that are just as delicious, but I know that you were talking about they have a
unique
lot
stuff.
of different things, which is like crazy to me because I never even heard of this this Pet-Nat one. That I feel like you brought some type of Pet-Nat
I've
on
brought
before.
a Pet-Nat before, but the Viognier, Goose Watch is the only who grows the grape, so they're the only Viognier, and they're the only Viognier Pet-Nat as well,
Well,
at least
let's
on
start-
Cayuga
let's
Lake.
start
So
with
that's
this.
where
It's
we should
sparkling.
definitely start.
We can start with the Viognier Pet-Nat. This Viognier is actually, it's a grape from France, and it's
Okay.
in the northern parts of France, which is where Pet-Nat was actually, I guess, kind of created. So another name for Pet-Nat is Method Ancestral, which is basically the original sparkling wine, you could say.
Yeah.
So it
Wow.
was done by mistake.
Yep.
Actually, to
The
start.
best mistake ever.
Oh my goodness, it's perfect.
Yes, nice tropical notes.
Yes, I feel like, I could be drinking this the last few days when I was in Florida sitting out on the pool. And it's so pretty with the bubbles. I don't know if you remember
Oh, wow.
looking when he first poured it, but it was so pretty. The bubbles were flowing up real
So yes, one thing that makes, I guess, defines Pet-Nat is that it's slightly less carbonation than your traditional champagne or sparkling.
Which I do like that about it.
Right.
And yeah, it's tropical.
It's got a tart. It's got a little bit of tart on the end.
Yeah, so this, and in the true kind of form of Pet-Nat, very little was done to the juice. We inoculated it with yeast, and pretty much it. We did some racking to settle to get the sediment where we wanted it to
So
be.
explain to our listeners what racking would be.
Yes. So racking would be transferring tanks and leaving some sediment behind.
Oh, okay.
So that way we could still, if you do notice on the bottle, there is a little bit of a ring of some sediment on the bottom of the bottle, which is the yeast that have just slowly, over time, gravity
Look at
kind
that.
of made them sink to the bottom of the bottle.
I can see that.
That's
on there.
science right there.
And some are definitely cloudier and sedimentier than others.
Yes, there's a wide range of what a Pet-Nat can look like. You can also find Pet-Nats that have no sediment and are completely clear that have been disgorged. So there's kind
So
of a wide
explain to me
range.
one more time though. You're transferring from the barrels And leaving sediment behind, are you filtering it?
So
or
yeah,
just-
this wine has not seen any filtration. So
Okay.
it's an unfiltered product. The way that we do it is towards once we cool down the fermentation and the fermentation has slowed down to a point where it's inactive, we can rack and move the wine from tank to tank and leaving behind the heavy stuff so that we get the right amount of sediment in the bottle at the end.
That really does take a lot of brains, I feel like, to know exactly.
You
how
have to
do that.
babysit it. It's one of those fermentations where you have to check it twice a day, every day until you're ready to
Right.
put it in its enclosed environment to create the bubbles.
So were you here from start to finish for this specific
Yes,
Pet-Nat?
for this Pet-Nat, I was here. from
That's
start to
exciting.
finish.
Would you say this was your first start to finish one that you did?
Well, I mean, a lot. So all of the 2020 wines that are getting produced that will eventually get released, I'll have my take in it.
This is his first release.
Yeah, so this
Oh.
so as far as 2021's wines that are getting released, I believe this is going to be the first one. So
His
that's
baby.
exciting.
That's
Yeah,
why he
this
was
is your
babysitting.
baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, you babysat it so much. That's so exciting.
It
And
is
then
absolutely delicious.
it really
It is
is.
great.
I like that it's not as carbonated. Like I think sometimes when I'm drinking some bubblies, they are too carbonated for me because I never even liked carbonation when I was growing up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, my fiance is the same way. She does not like too much carbonation, so she
Y'all are
really,
crazy.
she
I
really
it's
likes
tough-
this one.
It's tough to drink 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 glasses of a prosecco or a champagne, but if like you mentioned, sitting out by the pool in the summer,
Yeah.
you could tip back a few of these and,
On
and
the
still
lake.
be feeling pretty good.
Oh, some cheese, and get the whole
Yeah,
cheese
what would
part
you
out.
recommend we pair with this?
So
Blueberries.
Blueberries,
That's what I would.
okay.
Oh, that
Just
was
saying.
Yeah, I mean, really anything. It's a light tropical style wine. It would go good with fish. I think it would go nicely with a salmon or something like that.
Yum.
Yeah, or
Makes me
even
hungry.
a nice pasta dish as well.
Yeah, that gets me definitely hungry for sure. And now
Alfredo.
the other, oh my God. And now-
Chatino sees a sponsor this and then also
Yes,
provide the
they
meal.
should have brought us the Alfredo.
Yeah, exactly.
And now this one is pretty cool
Lemberger.
too because
Yes.
it's been sitting, like you said, since 2006.
When I saw the show notes, I was really
excited.
excited when I saw we were going to taste 2017 Lemberger that hasn't even been released yet to the public.
That's
So
exciting.
So how many
couldn't
years
sleep
was
last night.
this in the barrel?
So I can't say exactly, but I would say for our barrel program, it's around 1.5 to 2 years. And every year it's going to be a little bit different depending on what the wine calls for and how much we produce that year and how quickly we need to bottle some new stuff. But I would say a good estimate would be like 1.5 years in the barrel.
It
And then it's been
smells-
bottle aging ever since.
Yep. And sometimes it's kind of just waiting for the next vintage to
Exactly.
be sold out.
It's
It's
so
been
much.
patiently waiting for 2016
Yeah.
to get out of there so we
smells
can enjoy
delicious.
this one.
All right, Jim, you take the first sip because you couldn't sleep when you saw these. So
Okay.
let's see. And you better tell us the truth. Whoa.
It's leggy, right,
Is
Catherine?
it? It's leggy, yeah.
Leggy sweetness though, so it's not super leggy.
Legs tell you that there's alcohol and sugar in there. That's
Yes,
about
we
it.
like that. What do you think, Jim?
It's delicious.
So
Really good.
was it worth the sleepless
Yeah, I mean, it's
night?
certainly a Lemberger.
It's
No doubt
definitely
about
very
that.
dry.
No doubt about that. And yeah, give me a nice
steak.
tomahawk steak or some linguine with
Pasta.
red sauce and
Oh yeah.
It's really
Yeah.
About 3
medium
bottles of
bodied.
this.
It's not heavy at all.
No, absolutely.
As
yeah.
a red drinker, you could definitely still drink this in the summer, I think, and not, be overwhelmed with it.
Yeah, the tannins are nice. They're not too aggressive. You can tell they've kind of done some stuff in the bottle over the years. They've melded together and produced a kind of a nice silky mouth.
That's
feel at
the
end.
word.
I want
the
some chocolate.
silkiness. Yeah, I'm
Yes.
always trying to figure out what that word is where you can feel it a little heavier on your tongue, if
Yeah.
that makes sense.
No, that does totally.
I always say I don't know, is there a thing like bread and butter? Like it reminds me of when you're eating a piece of bread and you have a lot of butter on it. I don't know.
I haven't heard that one before, Sid.
I
But
don't know, but that's what I feel. That's what I feel. And it's delicious and I'm excited. Where did you,
Beautiful.
you said you went to Hobart, but where were you originally from?
I'm originally from New Jersey, so I grew up in kind of like the opposite area of I
Jersey.
guess Waterloo's like Seneca Falls, Geneva
Oh,
area.
okay.
I grew up in a town called Short Hills. 40-minute train ride away from New York City.
Okay.
My dad took the train to work every day. It was classic suburbia in New Jersey.
Okay.
I think which is why I got so attracted to this lifestyle because it was just so different. And
Is that when you made the decision to go to Hobart, you know, what was that like? Was it you came and visited and just like the region, or?
I'll tell you, it was a pretty quick. I was with my dad. We were doing the summer before my senior year. We did the classic college tours. Went to Syracuse to see like the big school
Sure.
perspective, and then came to Hobart here, and it was a beautiful sunny day in August. The
yeah.
quad was filled with students.
Is he writing a book?
The lake was picturesque. There was kids down there having a good time, and it was.
Like,
I
this
made
is
my
it.
decision right then and there. I have
that's
to come
awesome.
here. It was too good to be true.
It's also just interesting to me that, that decision you made that day ends up,
We're drinking
here you
that
are. We're
decision.
Yeah,
drinking
we're
that.
drinking to that.
And not only that,
is-
but
it is pretty special.
what happens if maybe you come on that day and it's raining and just not a pleasant day, and it's just
Cold, gloomy.
You
Yeah.
know,
the way
it's-
things happen,
It
It called
is-
to him for a reason, though.
Yeah.
So it would not have been gloomy.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. No, and it's you make a good point because I remember one of the colleges I went to. It was like I had a terrible experience because the day it was just a rainy, miserable
yeah,
day.
you just can't help but
Yeah.
you can't see the real beauty of something like the
The
campus
Finger
at
Lakes.
Hobart and Seneca Lake when it's raining out and cloudy.
Oh, that's perfect. We love it. And now we get to enjoy because you decided to come here. So these will be released Friday, Saturday? Do we know how it's
They will be
working?
released this weekend. I want to say probably Friday.
And when you say release, that means they just go on the shelves of all three.
They will be available for
establishments?
purchase.
Shelves and I imagine the tasting sheets
That's
because they're not
yes.
even being tasted yet.
Also, they'll be on the tasting sheets if you were to pull into
Yeah,
Goose
this
Watch this
weekend.
weekend. Great.
That's so exciting. Do you feel like elite? Because I feel kind of like.
I don't know. I always feel
You always feel elite?
consistently elite.
It's like I wake up feeling
Oh,
elite.
okay.
Well,
I love that mindset.
But yeah, no, this is fantastic, and like I said, I was excited when I saw that we were going to be tasting 2017 Lemberger that hadn't been released yet, and it didn't disappoint. That's for sure.
You're
Yeah.
gonna have to go get your bottle, Jim. Jim kind of collects some wines every now and then, I feel like, but I think you drink them a little fast too, so you can't
Well, I
really.
think-
Well, I've
most
been
of
buying
us
them
are guilty of
faster than I've been
that.
drinking them lately because I actually would like a nice wine cellar.
That would be cool.
It's our cellar's not very big though. It's a problem, but
So
but
you
yeah,
drink it just to make room in your cellar. You have to.
Right.
Well, that's true, but I have several spots in the main level of our house to stash wine, and they're filled. But I've gotten into the practice now of if I see a wine that I really like, I'll buy 2 bottles, one to drink and one to stash.
Perfect.
And but I've run out of places to stash, so I have to build a wine. Anybody that knows how to build a nice little wine cellar,
That'd be cool.
reach out to us.
That'd be great. And with it being Memorial Day weekend, you probably have a lot of events going on, right?
Oh yeah,
on the
this is
trail?
kind of the kickoff to the winery event season, I'd say. It kicks off tomorrow night at 6 Mile Creek. They have music. It's the Off the Rails Blues Band. Friday night at Buttonwood Grove, they have Jim E. Legs is the musician. There's also a food truck there. Saturday, Wine and Fries Day again at Knapp, where they do their signature fries paired with wine. Saturday afternoon, music at Buttonwood Grove. Band is 10th Avenue. Food truck again. Sunday, Music and Mimosas debuts at Hosmer. And there's also music again at Buttonwood Grove. It's Bob and Dee. They're one of the more popular
yeah.
local bands. Also food truck. Goose Watch has something going on as well. They have a food truck.
Yes, we do.
Nice.
Yeah, we have Frenchie's food truck on Sunday.
Frenchie's food truck.
And we're open 11 to 5. So
Yep.
come on down. The outdoor deck will be available and open too.
Man, it's a wonderful time to be alive right
Yeah.
now, isn't
Oh,
it,
yeah.
guys?
Thirsty Owl Bistro and Knapp Restaurants are both open as well for the weekend. Yep.
Jeez. And it's Memorial Day weekend, so people can venture out a little bit more on that Sunday maybe if they're not used to it, because
Yep.
they might
Don't
have.
gotta
that-
work on Monday.
that
Please do.
Monday
Yeah.
off.
Yep.
So yeah, live music is such a big thing around.
Music
here.
and
Outside
food.
deck seating, food
Yep.
trucks. I mean, come on, let's go.
You
Yeah.
guys are gonna be pretty busy.
I want to point out a couple things too. At the golf course, Seneca Falls Country Club where I play, we're now stocking Buttonwood's Cab Franc.
Awesome.
That's exciting.
And that's been my go-to lately because I think it's great. And then just last night after I mowed the lawn, I opened up a bottle of 2019 Pinot Noir from Hosmer.
Okay.
And it was excellent.
Nice.
So couple of shout outs there to Cuba Lake Wine Trail members
yeah.
producing some good stuff.
I think it's crazy that I'm drinking this Lemberger and it's not too dry for me anymore.
Well, you're growing up, Sid.
My palate's
go.
officially switched over, and it's not because I'm getting older. It's not. It's because of Katherine Chase.
Well,
and
you know,
introducing
we're
us.
growing together. We're growing you together. You're developing. You're aging.
Do you feel like you've helped a poor little soul
I
in
think
the wine
so
industry?
because a lot of people have a really hard time going outside of their box. They like something and they really don't stray.
Right.
And so these tastings here are forcing you to go outside that box, and
They
you're like,
sure are.
dang.
Right.
You know, I've been missing out by not doing so, and I urge everybody to do that. If you do a tasting, try at least one or two you don't think you like, because I think that you're going to be surprised.
Yeah, mix it
Sydney
up.
is.
Yeah, every time.
Every
I'm always
time.
like, what if I don't like this? What if I drink this on
You
air and I don't like
spit it
it?
in the
And I've never had that problem.
Right.
I mean, maybe some people might have a different tendency to not like everything, but I have liked everything when it
Yeah.
comes to the wine. So do you have any secrets you can tell us about what you're working on now?
Ooh, secrets.
you're
I don't know if I got any secrets, or maybe I do, but I don't know if I should tell them.
Always try.
Definitely have some things in the books for sure. I know we're slated to do some other new releases for the three brands. I won't say anything more than that. There will be some new releases this year. That's all I'll say. But yeah, I'm really excited to get another harvest under my belt. The
that's
more
right.
experience I get, and I love Swedish Hill and Goose Watch and Paying Away the brands because I have such a wide range of varieties
Yeah.
I get to work with. I like to say I got a lot of tools in the toolbox.
Yes.
Now
to
this
say.
season is off to a pretty good start weather-wise, right?
Yes,
I'd
the
say.
grapes and the vines are looking fantastic. They're in full fluorescence right now. Berry set is upon us. It's looking pretty good.
So ideally now we'll continue to not have too long of hot stretches, just the perfect amount of rain, cooler at night, just like 2017.
Just like 2017.
Exactly.
And is this kind of like your first season going into it where you won't have as many COVID restrictions since you've been working there?
Yes, I mean personally, I wear my mask at work almost all the time just because I'm afraid of losing my sense of smell and taste.
Yes, it's horrible. It's
that is-
absolutely-
And
valid fear.
and Zach has 3 little children that have to go to
course.
school, so I try and respect him and his kids. But yeah, I mainly do it for myself and trying
course.
to save my taste buds because
Yeah, especially in your field of work. You
Yeah,
need to save those taste
yeah,
buds. Or people be
definitely.
drinking something in a few years and you're like, geez, did he do this during COVID? It
yeah.
could be
So
a
I
thing.
mean, some people get it back, some people don't. So I'm just hedging my bets, I guess
Yeah,
you could say.
of course. Well, these were both absolutely delicious, and beggars can't be choosers. We can't get all of your secrets, but we were able to be the first to try this, which is really exciting.
Yep, and I think you got 4 days, if you include Friday, to
Yeah.
head out, take a stop at Goose Watch, try these for yourself.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Is anybody doing anything fun and exciting this weekend, or are we all working on the trail?
I'm just winging it.
Just winging it?
Yeah.
That's always nice. What about you?
I actually have some exciting things going on. I'm going to the Indianapolis 500 this week.
Oh, wow, no kidding.
That's
Yeah.
exciting.
So
Great.
very
You ever been before?
fortunate. Say that again.
Have you ever gone before?
No, this will be my first major motorsport event. My dad works for PNC, and their car is #1 right now, pole
Yep.
position. So he was able to
Oh.
finagle some tickets for us.
Of course.
Awesome.
He's bouncing out of his seat.
Yeah, that's
I'm so
super
excited.
exciting. I pray you have amazing travel. You
Yes.
have no issues.
Thank you. Yeah, it'll be my first time on a plane since I went to New Zealand 2 years ago, right before the pandemic.
It's a shorter flight.
Definitely.
Yeah, much shorter flight. Much shorter flight.
Are you doing anything exciting, Jim?
Am I doing anything exciting?
He's probably golfing.
I'm golfing all 4
Good
days
guess.
in the morning. And then, let's see here. Friday night, I'm going to Torrey Park for like the third time in
been,
the
yeah.
month. And I'm excited. I'm telling you, if you haven't been to Torrey Park since the pandemic,
Right.
like I hadn't been until a few weeks ago, phew,
That's
it's
big
unbelievable.
for you to go that many
They have
times.
moved right into my top 5.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Especially because they're so local too. And
Oh, it's unbelievable. The pastas are homemade, and everything about it, even the decor inside. I highly recommend, checking that out. What else do I got going on this weekend?
Golf.
Yeah,
More golf.
we've got the fire pit going in the backyard now by the pool.
Is
So
the
we
pool
had.
open?
Oh yeah, I actually
yeah,
went
he
in.
opened
I
it
went in the
early.
pool this weekend.
Yeah, this weekend was hot.
It was
You
cold.
went in
Would've
it?
been a hot-
Yeah, it was so cold. It was like an ice bath.
Oh, my goodness.
I don't like to heat it or put the solar cover on, but because in July and August I don't want bath water.
Yeah.
But
It's good for your
anyways,
pores to go in cold water, though.
Yeah, shock to the system is all. I think I have some Memorial Day parties, they just start.
You know how you roll.
This is like the start of it all. So
Yeah.
I think I have one on Saturday and Sunday, but I also have some basketball tournaments that I'm really excited about for Liam because we haven't had one in a while. And that's going to take up my whole weekend, I think. And that's that.
yeah.
And just like that, it's already.
Can I do one last plug?
Of course you can.
Absolutely.
So Swedish Hill does an anniversary warehouse sale every year, and
Ooh.
tomorrow is the last day if you want to get some case discounts on your favorite Swedish
Oh boy.
wines.
Big discount.
Case
Big
discounts is a
Yep.
big thing. Can you mix and match like in the cases?
I don't know.
Oh, she goes, I
Show up
don't
and find out.
You can call them.
Can you order online?
No, it's over the phone
Yes.
only. Yes, you can.
Oh, look,
No, you're right. Over the phone only.
Oh, yeah,
You're
okay.
saying Yes, but over the phone only.
Only phone only.
So show up.
But you can call and then pick it up.
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So
Well,
stock up while you can.
we were very happy to meet you. I hope you had
Yeah,
fun
Josh,
on
thanks
the
for coming
show.
in.
Yeah, of course.
It's
Happy to be
awesome,
here and,
Awesome
share
to
the
have you here in the region.
Yeah,
Coming
thank
from
you
New
for making us
Jersey.
some
Went to
delicious
Hobart, decided to stay, making wines.
Absolutely.
What a life, right?
Yes. Welcome
ask
to
much
the
better
Finger
than that.
Lakes. And have fun this weekend on your trip. That should
Thank
be
you,
super
thank you.
excited.
And Catherine, thank you again for another
see you
great
next
Wine Wednesday.
month.
We're going a week early next month,
Yes, a
right?
week early. June
Yes, we-
22nd.
Yeah,
Won't
we
be the last
missed you.
Wednesday.
Yeah, we missed you so much. We want you to
Yeah,
come
we have
early
to go
this time.
sooner because there's 5 Fridays. We can't go that long. Or 5 Wednesdays.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Whatever day it is. We can't go that long.
And Sid, don't forget Country Music Festival a week from Saturday, right?
Yes, June 4th at the Wayne County Fairgrounds.
You can come out and see all your favorite Finger Lakes One
We'll be there.
personalities, and Sydney will be right up on stage hosting the
Of course
whole deal.
she will be.
Lee Bryce.
I will be. Yes, it's going to be very exciting. We love Lee Bryce. So we're super excited about that. Thank you for joining us, of course. Thank you for everybody who watched the show. If you enjoyed, you can click like, you can share with your friends, you could subscribe to our YouTube channel. We'll be back again next Wednesday. And until then, have a great Memorial Day weekend here in the Finger Lakes.